Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson 10.
15 PCA.
A-Tip454.
Rose.
Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. It Chapter 2. It's funny just to say It 2, which is like, okay, what are you talking about? But It Chapter 2 had its second trailer, which I think was better because it was more like a trailer, and the other one felt like a clip. Remember she was like in the room with the old lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was creepy, but...
It was creepy, but it felt more like a clip, like a special behind the scenes. This one was definitely a trailer. And that score, it's so unnerving. It's so natural sounding.
Yeah.
You hear that, you're like, I don't want to be here. I want to go away. I don't like this sound.
Well,
but
like a grindy to it, like a very raw.
Yeah, like a violent being played wrong.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Because I think that's its whole purpose is because the beginning music of the trailer is kind of peaceful, and then it's letting you know, okay, here he is.
The
Without
evil.
a doubt, here's Pennywise, here's his music score, it's happening.
But I guess there's a lot of like clues and background information in the trailer because I never read the book, but we watched the miniseries like a million times.
Oh, I love the miniseries.
Like 1,000 billion times. And I have an older brother who read the book. And he pretty much, he's the guy who'd always be like, well, in the book it was like this. So I kind of have a lot of that information too. But there's a lot of stuff in here where if he didn't remind me, I wouldn't have known, oh, that's that part in the book. Oh, this part and this happens right here because it opens up with like a flood. And there's a guy down there. I'm like, that's not one of the main characters, but I guess that was from the book.
Yes, it was a hate crime. This man is he was gay and he's being picked on. They end up throwing him in there and he's drowning, and that's what ends up summoning Pennywise, and he's the one that helps pull him out of the water.
And he just like slaughters him. Then I guess those two guys who threw him off the bridge end up getting arrested for the murder. See, they were just trying to like, I don't know, they're evil dudes. It's a hate crime, but they didn't kill him. But they got pinned for it, right?
I believe so, but I do know that all the balloons being released in that scene all say I Heart Dairy.
Yeah.
Which is what I guess that in the book the man was wearing a cap that says I Heart Dairy when he got thrown.
There's all little clues and stuff.
Yeah.
And you saw that one of the I Heart Dairy balloons in the first film.
The first film, yeah.
So basically, this could be like Framed for Murder by Pennywise.
Yeah.
You're gonna get.
Not only is good, but he frames people for it. I don't think he even cared.
I know,
but it
but
just
makes it
happened.
funny. Yeah,
It just happened that way.
Okay, I'm drowning to death in sewage water. There's a clown with his hand out. What do I do? I'll take the water.
Take the water.
Don't
Maybe
take his
the
hand.
intros will save me at that point.
And his eyes are glowing like
Yeah, it's like the lights in his eyes, the bright.
yeah, the dead lights or whatever.
Lights.
But so that's how it opens up. But that's like I guess he's coming back. And then we get all the transitions from kids to adults. And it's like, oh, James McAvoy. And I think they got the perfect cast.
Perfection.
They look like the adult versions of those kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
They did a super good job. But it's so funny because we know how it ends. We know how the book and the movies and everything. But it's just like, I'm so super excited to see it. Because I kind of like being scared. And I kind of like not being disappointed because this year, I've been disappointed by everything.
Yes.
You know what, though? For me, I feel it's less scary because they're not kids. Isn't it? It's kind of weird to me. Like, they're adults, so I feel like there's a little more... You're a man, like you're not... But again, though, Pennywise can still probably mess with
But he's
you.
going to take you back to that initial fear. You saw in the trailer, you see Bill. He's at a carnival. You saw that scene. And what Pennywise does to you is to plague you on your fears. And they're obviously... Bill is still completely traumatized that his brother Georgie died. He always feels like
He's responsible.
he's responsible for that. So he sees this little boy, and he's trying to stop him.
Yeah, that whole mirror house scene is
Mirror house
creepy.
scene.
Oh, I
Trying
hate
to
mirror
stop
houses.
it. And he's plaguing him again because Bill can only save himself, and this little boy is gonna get.
And it's almost like, oh, you did it again.
Yeah, and he's like, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Yeah.
So but Pennywise literally wants you to be that child again, where he can feed on your fear. And I bet you the fear is even better as an adult.
It probably is, but I don't know why. I feel it's less. I don't know, but maybe if I go to the movie, I'll probably freak out anyway.
It's like salting the meat. It's
Yeah.
adding the extra flavor. That fear, he can kill you and eat you, but that extra fear makes it taste all that better.
Or maybe
he thrives on it.
Or maybe the fact that he knows it better now, because like. He's
he
not
knows
going
it.
after him. He's going after all the children, which is going to affect him more because he's like, I couldn't stop it.
Yeah, I did it again. I failed again.
Yeah, so I could see that too, but I don't know.
You think they're gonna get into? I'm assuming kind of like how Beverly went from an abusive father and then she gets married to an abusive husband.
She was. I don't think she ever got married. She was always
Just with
in
them?
abusive relationships,
always.
one after another.
Yeah.
The opening scene shows her walking away in the rain. I'm assuming she just left her relationship. That's just a guess.
Yeah.
But it seems like she's walking away from something.
Are we gonna have the infamous pop of the champagne? Whoa.
Whoa, that was in the miniseries.
That's so stupid. So stupid.
Everybody's laughed.
Because you know what's funny? Because someone must have directed that. Someone must have said, you know what? Like, open it up, and then he must have just ad-libbed and went, whoa.
But I like how they always do callbacks to the TV
Yeah,
series
that's what
there.
makes it
Like
cool.
with the little clowns in the funhouse, like the ones that are going back and forth, like the
Like the
little
decorations look like the Tim Curry version.
Yeah.
With the red, kind of more like the bozo look.
Yeah.
And there's just so much stuff happening, like when all the balloons are being released off that bridge. It's just like, it's unnerving because that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
And then the one person that stayed behind, Mike. And then he's seeing all the signs
See,
and he's getting all ideas.
I guess in the book it's explained as you get older, you just forget. But Mike doesn't. And he doesn't seem to be affected by like the miasma of forgetfulness.
Yeah.
Because even in the first movie, they do a good job of showing you that how the adults don't care because it's almost invisible to them.
Yeah.
So all these tragedies are almost like, oh, that little girl did disappear. What was her name? And you just forget. And that's the influence of it. So it's not that they don't care. It's like they can't.
They can't
But since
remember.
Mike had that familiar connection with it, he still remembers
And
everything.
in a way that even
Yeah.
makes it even more perverse for him because he's making you forget.
Yeah.
That's even more like you don't even remember. That's how bad it is.
Well,
Yeah.
because eventually people would stop going to the town.
Yeah, he wants to keep it populated.
Yeah.
He wants to keep it populated, yeah.
And he doesn't like to travel, so he wants to stay
Yeah.
there.
Well, don't we realize in Derry it's all connected by sewer system, isn't it?
Yeah, like there's a way for him to travel easily
Everywhere.
across the whole town,
Yeah, the whole
which is
town.
super weird. But it's just a lot of cool little scenes. We get to see what's his name? The kid that picked on all of them. He's in the mental loony house.
Henry.
Henry, yeah, he's in the loony house and he's like being dragged away and he sees the one red balloon floating
Bowers.
by.
Bowers.
He uses him as like his puppet to like physically to be his human counterpart.
He didn't die in the film.
No, he should have.
He should have. I don't know how, but there's also a scene you see someone rising out of something, and I'm pretty sure that was Pennywise saving him with the little last little life that Pennywise had. He had to save
And
him.
pushed him out.
But when Mike hit him, he hit that.
Yeah, and he
well,
fell
boom,
down
boom,
that
boom.
freaking.
Boom, yeah.
He looked like he fell on his head too. But I just want to see, we can see a lot of the stuff from the original series, a lot of stuff from the book, but there's a lot of metaphysical craziness that's in the book, space turtles and all that.
Yes.
Do you think they touch on that?
I think you have
He's
to.
even
It's like
become
a
a
vision?
spider at that point.
Yeah, see, because we do see like his lair and it does look very alien-like.
Yes.
Like it almost looks like the movie Alien, the way the xenomorph walls look.
Like you see almost like a cocoon too.
Yeah.
Like what he broke out of.
Or like a previous shell. Like it looked
Yeah.
like an exoskeleton that he shedded.
I think you keep the spider idea. I know it might really be weird if everyone's like, oh, it wasn't scary, it was, or like
A creature?
mystical, it was science.
Well, in the first film, you see when they're defeating him, you kind of see his true form start to break loose.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really cool about the first film when all the kids are attacking him at the end. It's a final showdown. You see the kids' fears. 'Cause that's a part in the book. See, I didn't read the book.
Yeah.
Not all the way through.
Because he tries everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
I didn't know that one of the kids' fear was a mummy. And that's why when
Like
they
all
grabbed
the
him, you see,
monster
like,
movies.
the mummy straps. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's
and,
pretty cool.
and then the other one, it's like that nasty guy
Disease.
throwing up. It was her father.
Yes.
And then he did show his brother
Yeah.
down there. So he was
Georgie.
trying everything. Yeah.
You know what I thought was really good? Who's the actor who plays it?
His name is Bill Skarsgård.
He has such a weird voice. And he's like, oh, I've been waiting for you. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
guy's so
He
creepy.
He said how
All
how
these
long?
years I've been
25
dreaming.
years.
Or
Or
27 years.
27 years I've been waiting.
I've been dreaming about this. It's like, he's so, oh my God, this guy's so
Well,
scary.
Well, the book he's been waiting for hundreds of millions of years, almost billions of years, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think he's
But
really
these
waiting
ones
for them-
got away from
yeah,
him.
and he
Yeah.
actually beat him. He
Yeah,
actually
he's
beat him
probably been
back.
pissing him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we see a part where, because it was kind of revealed in the first trailer, where that lady's like, oh, my father was in the circus, and he was like the clown's like, oh, that's Pennywise, he's human. We were talking about this earlier, and I don't think that's the case.
No.
We're thinking maybe he just assumed this guy's role.
I think that Mrs. Kirsch, I think that story was real. I think her father really was part of the circus, but I think Pennywise saw, oh, wait a minute, look at this. This is like, I can actually bring the children literally to me. I don't have to even do anything. It could be the circus or it could be a clown. And he took over Mr. Kirsch's persona. And I think that's what you first see. Maybe that was his first kill. Like, or maybe it's the first time taking a human form.
Maybe
and that's why
killing-
he's like, you know.
He's like,
Killing
oh, and he's like touching his face and everything. Maybe that's the first time he actually took physical
So
human form.
maybe that's the first time he killed like that man.
Yes.
And then he's like, oh, I felt the fear off of that. It was good.
I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't think you can make him human.
Yeah,
That would
don't
go
make it to where he's human,
completely
then-
against the book.
He's not Freddy Krueger where like the demons went into him.
He already
I don't
was a
want that.
monster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want it to where he was
and I
always a
don't-
thing.
And I don't want him to be like kind of like neutral, like oh he's just and he's like a normal alien coming down, and then he's like oh this tastes really good, and then he becomes evil.
No, he needs to be. That was
I
his
think,
whole purpose.
I think he already was. I think he just
Well-
wanted to get the fear of
Well,
people.
that's what everyone believes, and I think if they do it any other way, it would be really dumb.
Yeah, I just think they're trying to throw a curveball at people.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be human and turn to Pennywise. He's always gonna. Be
I
Pennywise.
agree with Rose here. I think he just takes his persona, what that guy had, and made
Yeah,
it his.
it is.
And he just liked it.
Yeah.
He's a pervert and a weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just, that voice is just such a weird voice, and it's perfection. Tim Curry had a more of like that classic clown thing, but this guy's voice, it's almost unhuman.
Yeah.
It's it is alien. It's just,
Yeah.
He's licking the glass.
That's
He's
like
such a weirdo.
It's like your scariest carnival barker from
Yeah.
like the 1930s, but
Yes.
like done twisted. Like
Yeah, it's like an alien. It's like someone mimicking what they think a clown would sound like and do
And he knows that being just a little bit off makes it creepy, so
Yes.
the fear starts to spike
Yeah.
right away.
right away.
But yeah, this is I'm definitely gonna do the midnight show. Who's doing the midnight show?
not me. I will
Going,
never
going.
watch these hit movies. I
Going.
can't.
I'll go.
We'll go to the midnight show and we'll have a midnight review. But yeah, it looks really cool. I mean, there's a lot of little things in the trailer, and I'm just because I don't want to spoil anything, but certain things happen to certain characters. I wonder if they're going to keep those certain
I know,
things.
because we're leaving it pretty much open in the trailer, letting you know
Things go down with certain
things
characters.
are going to be happening. Like I said, I think it's fantastic casting. Bill Skarsgård, you took it to a whole different level. And it's funny, on set, he'd always be separate from everyone. He had like a tent.
Away
And
from
I feel so bad 'cause I forgot the actor who is playing Richie. He's a comedian. He's from...
yeah,
I forgot his name. The actor who's playing older Richie, grown up Richie.
yeah, with the glasses.
Ooh, which one are you talking about?
And this one, then the trailer.
oh,
I forget his name, but
I feel so bad 'cause he's hilarious. I'm so sorry for your name. He said on set it was so funny when you would hear like Bill Skarsgård like warming up, like like you'd hear laughter and stuff, and it's like as soon as he walked out of his tent, it's like watching a wild animal. It's like they were okay. The bear's coming out, guys. Look at him, and they'd always kind of be on
because
edge.
it's creepy.
And he, like they said, he just did a fantastic job, and he said he took it to a completely different level.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Well, because yeah, you have to keep him separate, and so he's like the
Even that
secret little
fear.
monster we haven't.
Yeah, to keep things fresh and fearful, because you don't actually see like him.
I get he has a fiance or a wife. She like
Yes.
wants like during the film, she's like, I want nothing to do with you. You need to just be over there.
this is like Jared Leto, but like done like worse.
Yeah,
like,
get
way
the
worse.
makeup off and everything, and I'll be around you. But when you're like this,
Yeah.
I don't want to be around you.
Big bulbous head and like
They
freaky
first
looking.
did the cast reading, and the actress playing Beverly, the actor playing Pennywise, he delivered the line a little bit louder than he was supposed to. Like he hit the table and he made her jump. Like he made her because he's just always he'd always would surprise him, always keep him going. And they said they were filming certain scenes where they'd zoom up on their face and it had to be like almost like a solo. He'd be off on the side saying his lines like Pennywise would, so there's always that fear.
He's like,
So he's
"I'm right
always
here."
there.
Yeah.
And he just did a fantastic.
That's really
job.
cool. I think they're doing a really good job of being because we all grew up with the miniseries and we love it to death. And I thought the first one was really, really good and have exactly the same hopes for the second one.
I do.
That they're going to wrap it up just as well as they did the first one.
Yep.
Again, I'm glad they left certain aspects of the book out.
Absolutely.
I was worried that they're going to include certain things that are completely inappropriate because Stephen King's kind of a weirdo, and I'm glad they took those parts out.
Yes.
But and then adding a little extra spice here and there that wasn't necessarily in either one, like the floating bodies.
Yes. I
Even
thought that
Stephen King goes, "Damn, that's a good idea,"
Idea.
because we're all float. Yeah, because when he takes your soul, you're just floating.
Yeah.
Like you're stuck in
Yeah.
this limbo.
And that also plays into the whole spider thing that he makes like a cosmic web.
Yeah.
that he sticks
Oh,
all
if you
along.
get Stephen King's approval and he wrote the thing, you
And
know
he's
that's
like,
good.
"Damn, that's a good idea."
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for more of that stuff. And yeah, Midnight Show, here we come because it looks pretty cool. I love it. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.